feel like it's very coincidental that we all are on the same team and we all kind of got this way about us where we don't care what no one thinks about us. We don't care how you feel out there. Like we just have one mindset and we're gonna ride for our own. And whoever's on the other side of that, you know, get out the way.
It is game night in the city by the bay, San Francisco, California. And the Memphis Grizzlies hit the road for a single game against the Golden State Warriors. The winner advances to the Western Conference first round to take on the #1 seed Utah Jazz. The loser goes home and thinks about next season. It's all on the line tonight. These two teams battled it out on Sunday. The Warriors jumped all over the Grizzlies early. They led by 17 at one point. The Grizzlies came all the way back and took a 2-point lead in the fourth quarter. At that point, though, Dillon Brooks had fouled out, and Steph Curry took over. The Warriors cruised to a double-digit victory thanks to Curry's hot hand down the stretch.
The good thing about the way the Grizzlies ended the season was they had their destiny in their own hands. The bad part about it was you got to play the Warriors, who are like the big bad wolf in this situation. You got to go into this brand new arena out there in the Bay Area with fans going crazy. You got Steph Curry, who's been one of the hottest players in the league the last couple months. You got Draymond Green, who's one of the best defenders in the NBA right now. Steve Kerr, Wiggins was playing great. They had all these guys, all these role players contributing. The Warriors were pretty hot.
Luckily, got the chance to play Golden State again. I learned a lot. It was fresh on our mind to come back and, you know, again, another Game 7, very similar to the bubble. Win, you can extend your season, and this time it was to make the playoffs. I think I addressed the team and said, we still have our best basketball ahead of us. We've got another opportunity. We've got a great position that we're in right now. Let's just go seize the moment, seize the opportunity.
They all had the experience of a year ago of losing that last game when, for having the same group of players here, the same core that went through the bubble experience and lost, to have a chance to do it again, I think they looked at this as, oh, we get a redo on it, and let's make it work this time.
Play with confidence, let's go.
Back to Morant, open look at a three, ring it up. Put 3 on the board for the Grizz. They lead 6-4.
Hey! Go fast, Scotty!
Wiggins squares up at Anderson. High right-handed dribble into a double team. Feeds for Green, threw it away. Into the front court it goes. Brooks will pick it up. He'll go to the rim and he'll lay it up and in. Great hustle by Dillon Brooks. And the Grizzlies lead 13-6. Brand stops, fires a straightaway 3. Bring it up. Put 3 on the board. A quick 10-point lead for the Grizz. Ja Morant with a couple of threes. He's got 8, and the Grizzlies with 8:31 remaining in the first quarter, lead it 16-6.
Stay locked in. Stay locked in. Yes, sir. Stay locked in. Don't let up. Stay in this zone. Wherever you at, stay there.
Couldn't be a much better start.
Can't start off any better than that. 2 things I love. Ja Morant aggressively looking for his shot.
Stay aggressive. They can't guard you, boy.
And also, Golden State turning the ball over and the Grizzlies capitalizing off of those turnovers. Defense is making a difference.
Stay locked in on Steph.
They're chasing Steph off the 3-point line. These guys aren't comfortable taking contested 2s. So let's see how long we can keep that up.
Even if they make a run, stay locked in, yo. We got to believe we're going to win no matter what.
Curry deep right wing, walks into a 3. Got it, and he got fouled.
No.
30-29. Grizzlies made their first 7 shots, but after that they go 4 for 18. Got to find that rhythm on the offensive end.
They make the run, you respond with the run.
Wiggins left his feet. Anderson to Tillman.
Shoot that. Yes, sir. X.
Bring it up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on. Come on. Trust you, boy. Let's go.
Memphis Grizzlies leading the Golden State Warriors 62-49.
It's your time right here. That's what them big time players do. Take over. We right behind you.
24 minutes of time out of road mentality. The focus is here. All this, whatever happens to something, it's right here for your teammates, all right?
Let's go.
Up ahead, Curry. Curry will challenge in at Brooks. Hanging, scooping, scoring.
Wow, what a ridiculous
12.8 seconds remaining in the quarter. That cuts the lead to 5.
Last 12 minutes. I'm telling you, we're playing to win this game.
Yeah.
So every stop, every rebound, every drive is to win the game.
Curry, right side, hesitation move into the lane, at the rim, wild reverse layup. He's fouled by Valanciunas, and it's going to be 2 free throws to tie the game. Valanciunas is out, minute 12 remaining.
I like you. Keep safe. Not in that way, not in that way.
Curry in the backcourt. To Green. Green into the lane, running right-handed floater. No good. We're going to go to overtime. Tillman gets it back, misses the putback. Underneath, he puts it back up onto the window and lays it in. Tillman gets the bucket somehow. Morant in the backcourt, gets away from Poole, crosses the timeline. Back to Allen.
Big three.
Yeah! Three more!
Yeah.
Oh! Grayson Allen with a big right wing triple! Draymond Green with a triple. Off the iron twice. Rebound tracked down by Toscano Anderson. Out to Poole. Three on the way. He got it.
Hey, shoot that.
Morant off the dribble. Into the lane. Spins. Hangs. Jumps it for Tillman. Left corner three for the rookie. Bring it up. Oh, what a shot for Xavier Tillman. Grizzlies back up one.
Wow, slugfest, man. It's going back and forth.
What a basketball game in San Francisco tonight. Morant with the chance of defense ringing through the Chase Center. Picked up by Curry. Down to 4 on the shot clock. Gonna go at Curry. Off the lefty dribble. Little floater. He got it. 3-point Grizzly lead. Huge Warriors possession right here. Left baseline Wiggins. Shoulders into Grayson Allen. Nowhere to go. Out to Green. Green can't get it to Curry for Poole. Poole with 3 on the shot clock. Loses the handle. It's a turnover. Grizzlies get it with 28 seconds remaining in the game.
Go to work, 12.
Can seal it right here. Going into Toscano Anderson. Spins, hangs, floats. John Morant with a massive
There
shot.
we go, baby.
Yeah!
John
There we go.
Morant has put the Grizzlies up by 5 with 4.5 seconds remaining. 33 points for the reigning Rookie of the Year and a massive shot right there.
Yes, sir. This was John Morant's game from start to finish.
That will definitely do it.
Yes,
do you
sir.
believe Memphis, the Grizzlies, are going back to the postseason?
Go to the playoffs.
And for this Grizzlies team, there was a split second there where they realized, hey, we made the playoffs. We did it. This was our goal going into the season, was to make the playoffs. And we made it. We did it. We accomplished it. We had to go through the Warriors. We had to go through Pop and the Spurs, and we had to go through all this other stuff, and we made it in. So I think for this Grizzlies team, that was their moment to celebrate, even if it was just for 5 minutes after a game. They had a little bit of a chance to celebrate and to say, hey, we accomplished our goal.
All the work that they had put in a unique season that the entire league had, but especially us, having pause earlier in the season, the tough schedule in the second half, dealing with injuries, our guys just staying together, and just for them to celebrate in the tunnel, celebrate in the locker room, definitely different feeling than the year before. And then that was that moment of just excitement, joy, and understanding all the work that you had done has paid off.
This was kind of one of those markers where you can check a box and be like, look, you know, the job's not done, but you look back at what we've done, it's been great. Everybody was just so happy because we put so much into this, put so much into this game specifically, and we put so much into the season.
The guys were motivated. We're going to enjoy this moment. We've come a really long way, but we're not satisfied. We have more work to do. What are we going to do to let this taste in our mouth, as joyful as it is, motivate us to stay hungry and humble?
That Utah Jazz Grizzlies matchup in the first round was like the Grizzlies looking in a mirror, but looking at yourself 5 years down the line. That team is a finished product, no question at all. You know, you're talking about one of the most dynamic shooting guards in Donovan Mitchell, a rotation of veterans on the wings, Rudy Gobert, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, Mike Conley playing his peak basketball right now at this stage of his career. The Grizzlies are on the other end of that, the youngest team in the playoff field at that point, but built in a similar way. They want to get three-pointers up there. They want to play hard-nosed defense. And so for the Grizzlies to go in that matchup, They understood where they are right now, but you're looking at a team that's going to be you if you continue on this trajectory.
If you're this Grizzlies team with a lot of young players and this nucleus that you want to have in place going forward, you can kind of look at this Jazz team almost aspirationally. But you also realize it took a lot of work for the Jazz to get to the place they are now as the #1 team in the West.
Making the playoffs, playing the best team in the NBA, an unbelievable test for us in so many different ways. The Utah Jazz, the playoff experience, the preparation and playing to get into the playoffs, all this is unbelievable experience for our guys moving forward. You know, the amount of detail that you have to go into game to game in the playoffs and know that every little thing matters, every game matters. Everyone has a responsibility, whether you're in the rotation or out of the rotation, to always stay ready. The amount of preparation, this is going to pay off in the long run.
This Grizzlies team is back in what was a familiar place for this Grizzlies organization after going 7 straight years to the playoffs. This young Grizzlies team, just in year 2 of this rebuild, has continued to knock on the door and finally have bust through that door to get into the playoffs. They are playing fantastic basketball on both ends of the floor, and they'll have to continue to play with the utmost confidence against the best team in the West.
Roll, Warriors! Let's go get one! Let's go get one!
Hey, all we need, man. We built for this. Let's go.
Together, 3
Together.
Yeah.
No better feeling. Go get a W on the road.
Valanciunas wheels in the lane, hooks it up and in over Rudy Gobert.
Right through his chest, JV. We here, Fleck. We here, Fleck.
Bogdanovich just loses the handle. Brooks the steal at Royce O'Neal. Draws contact, spins it off the window.
That's 9 stops in a row. 9 stops in a row. Great team.
Energy in the game, all that stuff, nothing changes. We're just playing basketball the way we play.
Dillon fades and hits.
Go crazy.
Dillon Brooks is in his bag.
He plays every game like it's a playoff game.
Go crazy, cuz.
Bane. Yes! A 3 for Desmond Bane to end the quarter.
Yes, sir. Hold it there. I like that. Hold it there. Let him see the goose snap.
Good job. Good job.
Morant again.
Hell yeah.
How big has Ja Morant been all year in big-time situations, taking over basketball games? He has taken over this 4th quarter.
Dillon Brooks got free and laid it in. Timeout Jazz. Bogdanovich to tie. No. Ball to the floor.
Yes.
It's over. Hammer, nail, coffin. This baby is over, and the Grizzlies steal Game 1 in Salt Lake City. And the Grizzlies winning 3 consecutive high-stakes games that went down to the very end.
Together on 3, family on 6. 1, 2, 3. Together. 4, 5, 6.
This team wasn't scared. You know, you go into a hostile environment for a team that was the best team in the conference. You stand up to them. You don't back down. You get physical with them. You're not afraid of anything. You're not afraid of the moment.
Those first 2 games in Utah proved that the Grizzlies are here, right? They're here. They're a playoff team. Like, they're not just developing for the future. You go into Salt Lake City and you beat the #1 team in the league at home, which is the toughest environment to play in this season. You're doing something right. And then in Game 2, you could have folded when you fell down by 20-something points, but you go on a 43-point outburst in the 3rd quarter.
Ja Morant, a franchise record 47 points. Jazz take Game 2. Quite a couple of appetizers in advance of Saturday's Game 3 in Memphis.
And it is a scene. It is unique. It is an atmosphere that you wait all season for, and the Grizzlies have waited 4 years for this night.
It started with the play-in game. Once the Grizzlies qualified for the play-in and they got San Antonio in that first play-in game at home, the arena opened up, 7,500 plus were here, and it felt like it was 18,000, right? The arena was half empty then. And then with each successive game you got at home, those games 3 and 4, it was a crowd.
Look, you got a little turnout today, though. I see y'all. Okay, Memphis, we here.
10,000 in attendance. The Towels say, you hear me?
Partner, I got chills, partner. I got chills.
This is fantastic.
You had the chants going. You had the rally towels waving. You had the DJs and the music blasting. You had the plaza parties. You had all of those things. And this was a celebration. We celebrated the Grizzlies, but we also celebrated the city of Memphis being able to come back together and experience winning basketball this time of year when it mattered most after everything everyone has gone through over the past 15 months.
Yes, we Going to my own personal Grizz den, we have all of the grad tiles from our playoff history from 2004, 05, 6, 11, and on down. I have been a diehard Memphis Grizzlies fan from season 1, 2001, been a power pack holder and a season ticket holder since they arrived here. Just different autographed jerseys throughout with different players. It started November 2001 from our first game. Very first ticket stub against the Detroit Pistons, November 2001. That's a keepsake. And the collection has been building up ever since. And when my son came along, I started his jersey collection too, so it's a family thing. He's my motivation to persevere in life, to be a single dad and to share your passion, and for him to get it is special. Each game is a treasure because not only am I enjoying the game, it's bigger than the win and loss, because at the end of the day, as long as he's smiling, it's everything for me.
Get that jersey from you.
Oh, you ready?
It's signed and everything. Give me that thing.
Look at
I'm
here.
gonna fight you for it. He got job.
We need some barbecue chicken today.
Game 4, fans making their way into FedEx Forum as the Grizzlies take on the Utah Jazz. Grizzlies fans ready for another great atmosphere inside FedEx Forum. After the Grizzlies won Game 1 in this series, the thing that struck me the most was this is the start of something that's going to last for a while. Those crowds outside FedEx Forum in April, in May, and that atmosphere. We went through a 7-year run. We've missed it. It feels like it's the start of something.
It's definitely the start of something. This Grizzlies and young Grizzlies team has been able to gain maximum exposure, but also they've done a good job with having the opportunity to experience what playoff basketball will be like. And because their young players are getting this experience, it'll only do wonders as they move forward. So we hope that this team soaks it all in, moves forward, and this enables them to start a new playoff streak.
Come on, DB! There you go! There you go! DB, this your game! I'm riding with you all night long, DB!
Grizzlies 3-on-2 up, they hurry. Desmond takes Middle to the cup and finger rolls it in.
Barbecue chicken!
Hands up, y'all, hands up!
Tops on.
Allen for threes. Down the well it goes for Grayson Allen.
Swing your tap. The crowd for Game 3 and Game 4 here in Memphis was really special. I made my son and my wife come to Game 4 just because I wanted them to experience what it was like. It's been so long since anyone has had a communal experience with other people in a big room all standing and yelling at the same time. It was a really special moment. I've been here for playoff games, seen the crowd go crazy, all that stuff, but that moment was bigger than just a basketball game. That was a cultural moment, and that was a moment where I think this city kind of let a little bit off their chest and was able to, for the first time in a long time, just not feel nervous and not feel worried, but to just celebrate a little bit. Way to fight back, boys. Way to fight back. Hold your head up, hold your head up. Hold your head up, y'all.
Without the Grizzlies, this year would have been you had a lot of people that lost their jobs, a lot of people who was in financial despair. We was locked in, caved into our homes. It was tough, but when the Grizzlies play, they give you hope. They bring people together. It creates a bond like no other. The Grizzlies is absolutely everything for me, for the diehard people that goes to the Forum, to high-five people that you don't know, to hug people that you don't know, to have a brotherhood with different races.
What's up, my friend? Guys. Let's get it, baby.
Yeah, right?
For us to see the game that we love and enjoy, it brought a great thrill, not only for me, but my son as well. It's something that you can't buy. And hopefully, we can have some type of normalcy next year.
Shorty.
I've been fortunate to work with a lot of great teams, a lot of great players, but the group that we've had over the last 2 years is one of those most special ones because of how together they are. This is probably the most together team I've ever been a part of.
My hope is this team, this is like really setting the tone for what happens the next 5-6 years.
We building this team together, you know, that we started from the scratch. Total different identity, new coach, new staff. We started from zero and, you know, we growing. That's the best part. Not a lot of experience, but that's how we grow, gain that experience, make the playoff, win the tough games.
You know, we really buckled down, really came together as a team and collectively fought hard, and that's what I'm gonna, remember.
This is a team that a lot of people didn't think were even going to be close to the playoffs, and to not only get in the play-in, but to win your way into the playoffs, and then win a game in Utah to start the thing off, and to have a couple of exciting games here. I hope it really sets the tone going forward for what this team becomes, and gives them something they can build on and something to remember.
We've been playing for 2 years together. You can see the difference a year can make, going from not making the playoffs.
Blazers will advance. The Grizzlies season comes to an end.
To making the playoffs.
That will definitely do it.
Yes,
do
sir.
you believe, Memphis, the Grizzlies are going back to the postseason?
Just got to continue to all be locked in, get better together, and continue to grow.
The seed was planted. This was just the beginning of what we expect to be a nice, long playoff run and sustained success.
This is such a basketball town. Our fan base is unbelievable. As trying and unique as this season it is, there's a commitment in this community for our team. Memories that we're going to create on and off the floor over the next 5, 10, 15 years should, this new next-gen era be something that people always remember, have pride in it. And that's what I know when I signed up here to come to Memphis. This is what you expect, playoff basketball in Memphis.